Hey, what's up, everyone? It is an exciting time of year. To say that I was a little bit impatient, or I am a little bit impatient, would be a massive understatement. I've got probably 100 or 150 green pods outside, and I am just chomping at the bits for these bad boys to start turning colors. I got a lot of green, and I need a lot of red. So hopefully, in the next few weeks, I'm able to pull a bunch of harvests off of these plants and give them a shot, see how I can use them, and then share the heat around. But today I was out in the garden and I managed to pull a couple pods off. Look at my awesome harvest. Yes, 4 pods. I got some Carolina Cayennes, which are interesting. I got them from Jamie. Thank you, bud. And I got some Red Cheerios. I got from, I want to say these are from Chris, CMP Man. Not 100% sure on that, but I think they are. Anyways, I'm gonna try them both just to give them a shot to see how they are. There's as far as cayennes go, there's always a quest for the best cayenne. There's tons of different varieties out there, but the Red Cheiro is a little bit different, so I'm excited to give it a shot. I'm gonna try this one first. It's sea chinance, and it's a tiny little bugger, but a little bit wrinkly, maybe a little bit difficult to see. But I have another one that's more smooth, maybe not as ripe as this one, more orangish. Really cool colors. But anyways, pull the pin. Wow. It's got great flavor. Really hot. Not expecting it to be that hot. It's a sea chinance. So it's got that quintessential chinance flavor. It's just more of, I'd say more fruity or floral. Floral. Wow, it's really hot. Really, kind of taken aback by it. Not expecting that. The Cheerio pepper basically just means Cheerio means scented. Generally speaking, they're from Brazil, and this is hot. And there's a lot of confusion because there's a bunch of Cheerios out there. You have the Pimenta de Cheerio, you have the Red Cheerio. They come in all shapes and sizes. Generally speaking, they're pretty small. Like really on the tongue, back of the top of the tongue, back bottom of the tongue, side of the mouth. Wow, that's hot. Like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do both these peppers. It shouldn't be that bad. They're up there. This is hotter than any habanero I've had. The plus side has got great flavor. Anyways, the Cheerio peppers generally used in a lot of cooking, Brazilian cooking. They're red. They ripen black, pink, or salmon for all you men out there that don't like to claim that you're wearing pink. It's pink, bro. It's pink. But wow. Maybe I'll have to do another video for the cayenne. Anyways, there's a lot of them out there kind of being marketed or being sold. This is the plants look similar. I have a Pimenta de Cheerio. The pods are a little bit more elongated. If you Google Pimenta de Cheerio, those are kind of like the ones, the most common. They're a little bit more, almost like a rounder, those fat Christmas lights you get that are kind of pointed? These are more rounder. Wow. And the plant that I pulled these off of, these pods are much smaller, much more squat. A couple centimeters. But really hot by comparison. It's like you guys don't understand. It looks like I'm miserable or I really hurt right now, but on the inside I'm rejoicing. I'm like jumping up and down because I rarely get the burn. It's been a while. Every once in a while, Jamie will send me an awesome care package, and I get to get hit like this. But it takes a while sometimes. Like I've been waiting for my everything I got in the backyard to kind of ripen before I'm going to get hit like this again. But wow, I'm willing to bet if this was as large as, say, a boot or that's not going to boot. It's more on like the Fatali Dottle range. But if that was that big, it would be much hotter. This in itself, this tiny little freaking pepper is pretty hot for what it is. Really excited that I am kind of taken aback by the fact that I have about 100 green pods on this plant, and the plant next to it, the pimento de Cheiro, I got about another 100 on that one too. Needless to say, I got a lot of tiny little pods, and those things are a pain in the tail to kind of weed out or to pick. Imagine having 60 of these and having to harvest that one. I'm not complaining, guys. I'm not complaining. I mean, I'm happy that I have something to harvest. But imagine going through 60 plants harvesting and then coming to this one and having another 60 pods to pull off of that at that size. This is like I said, Cheiro means scented, so this is more floral. Like I got that in the taste. It's got a really good taste. I enjoy it a lot. And I can kind of when you bit into it, kind of filled my mouth. It was very juicy. On my exhale, I got a lot of the floral or the smell to it. So I think it would go great in some powder, adding a kick of heat and a really good flavor to it. Actually, it would take 900,046 of these to make a decent sized jar of sauce, but I think it's doable. I think it would actually taste pretty good. I really enjoy it. So the Red Cheiro, this is a great pepper. I like it a lot, and it's always better when you're tasting something you grew yourself. Just adds a little level of satisfaction. So I like that one. I already got 3 minutes or 4 minutes or so. Anyways, here's a Carolina Cayenne. All right, search for the Cayenne is always on. I'm always down to try to find a good Cayenne. They're so very diverse. I'm going to kind of rip off the head of this thing. It's probably got a ton of seeds in it. It's got a good Cayenne. It's an annuum. It's an annum, so it's got a different taste and a different smell. Let me swig. This is my drinking cup, y'all. Nothing a little bit of Jameson can clear the palate. So I'm gonna give this one a shot. Let's squeeze out some of these seeds. A little trick for you: cayennes and these elongated pods are usually filled with seeds. So if you want to pull the seeds out, just kind of take them, and you're gonna just roll your fingers on it. You're gonna ruin the pod. Don't worry, but you're not gonna be able to maintain it or hold on to it for a while. Very juicy, so don't let that go to waste. It's got a good taste. Very cayenne, I would say, or annuum-y. Decently hot. Nothing compared to the one to the Red Cheiro. Completely different flavor profile. Good. I think it would be great in roasting, throwing into some chili, drying them, and grinding them down for some red pepper flakes. It has a little bit of a stingy aftertaste, but not a heat stingy, just like a stingy, acidic aftertaste. Not very hot, lingering. I mean, I got a little bit on my mouth or on my tongue, but nothing crazy. But it's got a good flavor. I think I would enjoy this one better roasted, throw it into something, as opposed to just kind of snacking. Like I said, the cayennes are extremely diverse. That's probably among some of the top most utilized chili peppers out there. But this is a good one, a good contender. It's a very good size. It's say about 4 inches, 4.5 inches. So when you're looking for cayennes, you're not. You can pull a dozen of these things off, dry them all out, and you can get yourself a nice size shaker of a powder, or you roast a few of them and even smoking them. I think smoking one of these things would do really well. Throw it in a pot of chili. A little bit secondary effects of the heat on the bottom of the tongue, and I can taste. It's crazy because on the left side of my mouth is the Red Cheiro, and the right side of my mouth is where the cayenne's at, and you can just kind of taste like the competing heatness or heat under the right side of my tongue. I got the cayenne on the top left of my mouth. I got some of the red Cheiro. But overall, it's a good chili pepper, I would say. It's got a good plant. I'll show you. Here's a picture. It's a I have an Indian cayenne that's next to it. It's a little bit taller, a little bit more robust. This one has a lot of more pods internally. They're not kind of branching out. So I'm hoping over the next couple weeks or a month, it'll branch out more, and I'll just get more yield. But you can never have enough cayennes, and as far as they go, this one's definitely good. And hey, I'm in North Carolina, so kind of have to grow the Carolina Cayenne. So try to keep it under 10 minutes. I didn't, and now I'm going to talk for another 30 seconds and tell you why I didn't, and it's going to just kind of ramble on. But anyways, I really appreciate you guys watching. I know these aren't your crazy super hot chilies reviews right now, but hey, in the next, hopefully the next month or so, I'm going to have some pretty cool peppers to try out. I have a lot of people that have some stuff that's new, interesting, stuff that you probably never heard of, I've never heard of, and they want me to try them out. I'm cool. I'm down. Like I said, I'm not going to get into these crazy things. I'm not going to snort powder. I'm not going to rub chili peppers in my eyes. It's just not what I do. I want to kind of bring something to you guys so you guys can make a great decision or the conscientious or an informed decision on, hey, what you want to grow in your garden, what you want to use them for, trying to help you guys out. And so if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them. I'm always open for recommendations. And like I said, I really appreciate you guys watching, taking the time out. Thanks.